Welcome back. Many Papua New Guineans lack the understanding of the country's constitution. Thus, the Constitutional Law Reform Commission is taking the responsibility of educating people around the country through the law reviewing processes which started last year. This includes reviewing the country's constitution and laws of state agencies and other private organizations. Jacqueline Yala reports.
Majority of the Papua New Guineans lack the understanding of the country's constitution. This is due to lack of awareness and high illiteracy rate, especially in the rural areas of the country. PNG also faces challenge of outdated laws in the constitution. However, with the inception of the Constitutional Law Reform Commission, they have taken up the role of reviewing the constitution and laws of state agencies.
The Commission is constitutionally set up, and we are mandated to review the Constitution and also all other laws.
Director for Constitution and Law Reform Commission, Lois Stanley, said the work has begun since last year, where they have travelled around the country to review the Constitution. In the process of doing that, they have also carried out awareness on the country's Constitution.
When we take it around the country, a lot of Papua New Guineans, they appreciate, because they don't know anything about law, they don't know much about law. But when we take it around the country, some of them, it's their first time to see how our law looks like.
However, she said to review the country's constitution is not an easy task, as it involves a lot of process.
So it's not simple to review a law.
Jacqueline Yala, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
The Secretary for the Constitution and Law Reform Commission has issued a warning to all government departments not to review the agency laws without consulting the Constitution and Law Reform Commission. Secretary Eric Kwa said the Constitution and Law Reform Commission is the only recognized body in the country to review the law. This was revealed yesterday during the National Consultation Forum on the review of the National Statistical Office Statistical Service Act. Again, Jacqueline Yala reports.
The National Consultation Forum was held to collect views from the public, which is part of the reviewing process of the National Statistical Office on its 1980s Statistical Service Act. National Statistical Office is among other state agencies who have consulted the Constitution and Law Reform Commission to review their organization acts. However, it has been identified that most of the state agencies have not consulted the Commission, which is the only recognized body for law review in the country. Secretary Eric Kwa warned the departmental heads not to review their own laws.
We are responsible for all law reform in this country. Not any government department, not any statutory body, not any other agency. We have the full mandate to review every law in this country. And so, if you're an agency or government who's doing on review, you have to contact us.
He said recently the government has given them responsibility to review every laws from 1975 till 2016. They will be reviewing about 1,500 laws.
We have almost 1,500 laws to review in a period of 12 months. And I told the government, you must be joking. So we're going to space it over the next 5 years and try and review all of it. And so once we get a direction, all your government agencies out there, all your private sector people out there, I'm telling you now, we will stop you from doing all the reviews because we are going to do it. And you will come and do it with us.
But the challenge they face is to put the laws together, as most of the laws are not available for the public. Jacqueline Yala, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
More details have emerged about the sniper who shot dead 5 police officers at a protest in Dallas on Thursday.
The city stained by the death of President Kennedy hoped it had moved on from its past. Now it is a new horror to remember, a fresh pain to carry. As a peaceful march in the centre of Dallas protesting the police killings of black men in Louisiana and Minnesota was coming to an end, Hundreds started running for cover as gunshots echoed through the valley of tall buildings. 5 police officers were killed, 7 more wounded. 2 civilians were hit, 1 woman shot in the leg as she walked away.
And that's all she keeps saying is, my prayers go out for the families of the cops that have lost their lives down there in that protest. And all she keeps saying is it was so peaceful, and they can't understand why this happened.
Police cornered a shooter and tried to negotiate. He said he acted alone.
He said he was upset about the recent police shootings. The suspect said he was upset at white people. The suspect stated he wanted to kill white people, especially white officers.
Fearing further loss of life, they sent in a remote-controlled bomb and killed the suspect. He was 25-year-old Mika Johnson, who served with the US Army in Afghanistan. Speaking at a NATO summit in Poland, President Barack Obama praised police and noted how easy it was for people to access powerful guns in America.
Today is a wrenching reminder of the sacrifices that they make for us. We also know that when people are armed with powerful weapons, unfortunately it makes attacks like these more deadly and more tragic.
Small tributes to the police have been appearing across Dallas, a show of support from a city in shock. And they gathered in Thanksgiving Square to pay their respects to the dead and to hope for a better tomorrow. Sheila Solomon travelled from New York to join the vigil.
I haven't been able to sleep. We're watching the television, you know, and this morning when I heard that they were having this service, I wanted to come.
And in the crowd, a 7-year veteran of the police force who cried for her colleagues, then put on her uniform and went out on the streets again.
This is something that we signed up for. We don't know if we get to go home or not. That's not the question. We're here to serve.
For a long time now, there have been calls for a new approach to policing, for mutual respect, for a new beginning. In a city remembered for something truly awful, they hope that this truly awful will turn into something good.
And stay with us on NBC National News.